Hey family, it's your girl Yo-Yo from Dynamic Designs by Yo-Yo, and today we're going to be making these cute little boxes. Look at that. So these are Shoebox party favors, and we're going to be making these today. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, family, so we are at Cricut Design Space, and on our screen, we have the box that we're going to be cutting and making. We have our labels that we're going to be putting on the box, and we have our emblem that we're going to put on the top of the box, okay? So so let me give you some measurements. Let's do that first. Okay, so the measurements for the box, I'm gonna increase the size of the screen up to 100% so you can see it. So the size of the box, when you upload the box, I uploaded the box from Cricut Design Space, and I believe it's called Mini Shoebox, or I believe that's what it's called, Mini Shoebox. But it's in Cricut Design Space, and it's going to come just like this, okay? Score lines and all. The only thing is that the score lines won't be automatically attached. So what you're going to do is you're going to, let me detach these score lines first. Okay, so this is the way it's going to come. The score lines will not be attached. They'll be able to move. So you don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight the entire box. And I'm going to decrease the size of the screen so you can see it. You're going to highlight the entire box and you're going to hit attach. Okay, that way the box is attached. It's all in one piece. Score lines attached, so that when you are ready to cut it out, you're able to put your scoring tool in, cut it, and score it. Now, the size of the box should be 9.3 by 11.42. Now, you can change the size of your box if you like. However, this box will fit on a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, okay? And for this particular video, I'm going to be using 65 cardstock, 65-pound cardstock, I believe it is. I'm going to double check, but yes, that's what I'll be using. So now that we have that done, okay, remember, highlight the entire thing, hit attach. To attach those score lines, you're going to size it to 9.3 by 11.2. That will fit on a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. Okay, so now since that is done, we're just going to hide that because we're not going to be working with that right now. Okay, so then we're going to move over to our labels. The labels, and I'm going to just increase the size of the labels just for the sake of this video. So that we can work with it. Okay, the size of the labels are, the labels I uploaded I purchased on Etsy, and then I uploaded them to the screen. Okay, and I've already typed my text. The text I'm using for this particular project, it's called BFC Ghost Vibes, and it is a Cricut Design Space text. I chose this one pretty much because it's my granddaughter's birthday, and because her birthday is around Halloween, we normally use I'm going to use a Halloween theme, so to speak, text. Okay, I pre-typed my text, and I am going to now just put my text where I need it on the labels. Now, when you upload the labels, they are already grouped. You don't need to ungroup them. They are fine. You can leave them grouped just like this. So what I normally do is I just take let me go back. I just take my text. I've typed my text out, and now I'm just going to make sure that the text fits on, and you can, you know, widen it, whatever you have to do so that you can work with it on the screen. And so that's what I've done. So I'm just going to put this first part of the text that says Mia's 9th birthday. I can't believe my grandbaby's turning 9. I just can't believe it. Somebody's getting old, baby, and it's not me, okay? And so, okay, so now I'm going to, I have it, it should be basic cut. The print should be basic cut. I'm going to change the color to white so that it's visible, okay? And then I'm going to take this other part of the text. This is the date. This is just a random date I chose for a birthday party date, okay? And I'm going to change that to white as well. Now be careful when you're changing the text to white, because if you're not careful, I'm going to change this back to basic. If you're not careful, and then change the color. So if you're not careful, you'll have stuff on your screen, you can't find it because it's white, or and I've had that happen, okay? So now that I have the birthday party title in place, I am going to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate that and the date of the party to fit on these other labels, okay? So we're going to duplicate. Let's start with the Mia's 9th birthday party first. So we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to move it. Okay, duplicate it again, duplicate it until you have it on all of your labels. Okay, and we're going to shrink this screen a little bit just so that I can see what I'm working with. Okay, all right, so I have all of those in place. I'm going to increase my screen size again, and that is so that I can put the date of the party. So let me see, where did I put that date? I gotta find it on the screen. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Okay, if it was a snake, it would have bit me, baby. Okay, so now that we have the date, I'm gonna duplicate that as well. Again, bring it down and place it on my labels. And again, just want to mention again that I purchased the labels from Etsy, and I think the labels were maybe $2. I don't remember exactly. I don't like to tell out prices anyway, because I don't go to Etsy and say I purchased it at this price, or it wasn't the price you said it was going to be. I don't know. Okay, I can only give you an idea of what I think I paid. Okay, so now that we have the information on our labels, I'm going to increase the size again. Okay, so that it's visible, so that you can see everything. Okay, and what I'm going to do now that I have it where I want it, pretty much the same. I'm going to make sure, I'm just going to go back and check and make sure it's all even. Okay, and now that I've done that, I made sure that that it's pretty much all in the same place on each label. I am going to now add the picture of my granddaughter. Okay, so I'm going to decrease the size again so I can find my baby's picture. And here's her picture. Okay, and so what I'm going to do, I've already sized the picture. What I did was, let me move this over here so we can see it better. Okay, what I did was all I did was upload a picture of my granddaughter, and I'm just going to make it bigger so you can see it. Okay, all I did was upload a picture of my granddaughter, and I am going to place it in this square here. on the label. So I'm just going to size it. I'm just going to try to make it the same size as, because it was already a square. So I'm just going to try to make it the same size as this square that's on the label. Okay, just do the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, but I just, and you don't have to put a picture here. You can do anything else. You can put a number there if you like, and let me show you. So you could just hit text. She's turning 9. You could take that number 9, change the color, and put it right in there, right in that square. So it's just up to you as to what. I'm so sorry that my phone is ringing. Hold on. It would ring right in the middle of the video. Okay. I guess I should have turned the volume off. But anyway, okay, so sorry about that. But yeah, so what happens is you can put the number, you can put anything in these blanks that you like. But for the sake of this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put her picture. So I'm going to duplicate the picture just as I did the text, and I am going to put it on the square, and I'm going to do the same thing, duplicate it again, and I'm going to keep duplicating it until I get enough to cover the squares that I have here. Okay, I'm going to again make this, I'm going to duplicate this picture one more time, and I'm going to put it on this square. Okay, once I have it on the, have it in place, like I like the way this looks. This is what I want. I am going to highlight the entire thing, and I am going to flatten. Okay, and you notice when I flatten, the pictures are attached, the wording is attached. It's all good. Okay, so since we're done with that, okay, now we have our labels. So our labels are straight. The next thing we're going to work with is what we're going to put on top of the box. So these labels will go on the side of the party favor box. This is going on the top. So all I did was go to Google, found this image, downloaded it, and then I uploaded it to Cricut Design Space. So that's it. Nothing major. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of this sign, okay? That's going to go on top of the box. I'm going to change that to 2 inches, okay? And the reason it looks so small is because my screen is only at 25%. And then I am going to change the, excuse me, I'm sorry, the label size also, all 4 labels together, okay? All 4 labels together, I'm going to change the width to 2 inches as well, okay? So we have our labels, we have our Nike sign, and I'm just going to increase the size of the screen again so that you can see it at 100%. There are our labels, and I want to move them closer to that Nike sign. So let me move everything a little closer together just so that you can see it, okay? Move those closest to the Nike sign. Okay, so we have our labels. The Nike sign is going to be a 2, size 2 inches, and the labels are going to be 2 inches. Okay, and then we also have our image. I'm sorry, our box. Let's find our box again. Okay, so now we're going to get our box, and we're going to go ahead and cut our box, print our labels, and print our Nike sign that's going to go on the top. Now, let me say this. There are 2 ways that you can do this Nike sign, okay? The The box is going to be printed on 65-pound cardstock. The labels are going to be printed on print, then cut on sticker paper. And it doesn't matter what brand sticker paper that you use. I'm going to be using Glossy. I'm sorry, Koala Glossy, but you can use any kind you like. And for the Nike sign, as I said earlier, there are two ways you can do this. You can cut this with permanent, or um, you can cut this with vinyl, permanent vinyl, or you can use why can't I think of what name of that vinyl is? Um, Woo! That's what age will do for you, baby. Okay, you can do it with, you can cut it with either permanent or removable vinyl, whichever you like, or you can print it on the paper, the same sticker paper that you're going to use for your boxes. And so for this video, I'm going to do both. Okay, so I am going to duplicate this Nike sign just so that you can see me do it on both the sticker paper, and I'm gonna change it to a different color, only just for the sake of this video. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Nike sign on it's gonna be black, but I'm just gonna change the color of it for this video so that you can see the difference when I print it out on the same paper with the um, stickers, and then you'll also see me cut it out with the vinyl. Okay, so just to recap, we're going to use 65-pound cardstock for the box. We're going to use sticker paper for the stickers and the black Nike sign, and for the white Nike sign, we're going to use vinyl. And you know what? I think I am going to use white vinyl. I'm going to use white vinyl just so that you'll see what it will look like, that you can cut this and adhere it to your box two different ways. Okay, family, so now we're going to hit the Make It button. Okay, and so I am going to, let me go back. Okay, I'm going to cancel this cut. Let me go back because I want to show you something. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate. I don't want to, listen, I don't want to waste no paper. So I'm going to duplicate this so that I'm not wasting a whole bunch of paper. Okay. All right. So now we're going to hit Make It. And okay, we're going to go back one more time. Okay. Let's go back one more time. We're going to cancel this cut again. Okay, because I forgot to do something. All right, so let me find that black Nike sign. Okay, and I'm going to change this to a print then cut. Okay, change that to a print then cut. Okay, and just leave it just as it is. Leave that like that. Okay, so change that to a print and cut. This one I'm going to use white vinyl, and let's go to Make It. Okay. Once this comes up, then it's going to sort it by matte. Okay, so as you can see, here are my labels, right? And that Nike sign is on the same sheet as those labels. This Nike sign is going to be vinyl, and this is our box. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to so let's look at this first one. This first matte, we're going to move this Nike sign just a little bit, and we're going to move these labels a little bit. I don't like my stuff to be so close together when it's cutting. It's just a preference. That's just me. And I got a whole sheet of paper to work with anyway, so I can, I can't move it around. So I'm just going to move this, and it just makes it easier for me to get it, remove them once it's cut. Okay, so we're going to use sticker paper to cut the first mat. We're going to use vinyl for the second mat, and we're going to cut our box using 65-pound cardstock. Now, you do not have to mirror any of this. So do not mirror any of this, okay? Mirror, you do not have to mirror, okay? Just remember that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. For my print and cut, okay? For my print and cut, I'm going to, when I send it to the printer, I am not going to add the bleed. So and for this project, I'm not adding the bleed. So I'm just going to hit print, send it to the printer. I'm going to do the same thing with the other two mats. And then once it's all printed out, I'm going to come back and cut out. I'm going to show you all what it looks like. Okay. So please don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Okay, now that I got all of my score lines taken care of, y'all saw me scrambling at first, but that's okay. I got it. So we're going to fold our box up, okay? So let's fold our box up. And as I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on this. But I want to show you what the box looks folded up first. Looks like folded up first before I go back and put the glue on it, okay? And this does take a minute because you're like, what in the world do I got going on here? Okay, so this, don't get frustrated, folding your box up, okay? I hope my hand is out of the way so you can really see how I'm folding this box up. And it does take a minute, so as I said, just be patient. Anything worth having takes a little patience. Anything worth learning takes a little patience, okay? So as you can see, I now have my box folded all the way up, okay? And I am going to take some glue and glue these areas of the box up, okay? So let's see, where is my glue? That's the first thing. Okay, I'm going to find the glue and I'll come back. Okay, so I have my glue. And as I said before, you can use hot glue, whatever glue you like. But I'm using this tacky glue that I got. I think I got this from the Dollar Tree. But I really like this glue. It dries quickly. And so I'm going to be using this to glue my box together. So just to make sure I'm gluing in the right places. Okay. So I'm just going to glue my box together. Let me get my hand out of the way. And like I said, with this glue, you definitely don't need a lot of it. Okay, these flaps want to give me a hard time, but we're not going to let that happen. Okay. We're not going to let little paper box beat us, baby. Okay. Just give a little pressure. Just give it a little pressure. All right. And put some glue. Bring these sides in together. All right. A little pressure. Just a little pressure. Just a little pressure, baby. See, I'm just giving it a little pressure. Make sure our box is glued all the way down. Okay. There we go. All right. Glue it, baby. Don't. All right, so put a little pressure on it. Okay, then we can proceed to the last part of our box. Don't worry if that comes out, if that comes off. Okay. All right, there we go. So we have our box completely glued. And this is, get my hand out the way. All right, people, this is our final product. Okay, this is what our box looks like. So now we're gonna come back and we're gonna put some, we're gonna design our box. Okay, we're gonna put a little design on our box, on our party favor box. All right, so don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Okay, family, so now we have our labels printed out. We have our sign printed out. Okay, we got our labels, our sign that we're going to put on the top of it. And I also did it in white, and I'm sure you can't even see that, but I just want you to know I did cut it out in white so that you could see. Okay, and so we're going to just, and we have our box. Okay, the box that we assemble, all glued and everything and ready to go. Okay, so now we're gonna just take our label, take the label off. And these came out so cute. Oh, just a tip, okay? Here's a tip, everybody. When you print these out, when you cut them, I use the washi tape setting, 0.06 millimeters, I think is what it was. So you're gonna want to use that for these small intricate cuts. You're gonna want to use that. Okay, so yeah, this is what you're gonna want to use. Okay, family, so now we're gonna take our label. That's so cute. Look at my baby. Look at that. We're gonna take our label and we're gonna put it on the box. Okay, so the labels go down here at the bottom of the box. on the bottom side of the box, that is, I'm sorry. So we got our label on, okay? And then we're gonna take, okay, make sure I'm in the view of the video because I have a tendency to be all in the wrong place. But anyway, so we got the label on the box. Now we're gonna put I'm gonna put our sign on the top, and I wanna use my little weeding tool here. If you've been watching my channel, you know I like to use this dental floss to weed my... Now I do notice that with this sticker paper, it is the paint is, I mean the paint. The ink is scratching off a little bit. So you might want to use waterproof paper, or you might want to use something where the ink is not going to rub off easily. But I noticed that with this, the ink is rubbing off very easily. Okay, so I'm just going to weed this out. And let's see if I can just pull it out. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. Be very careful because I don't want to separate it. I don't want it to rip. Okay, but like I was saying earlier, my baby is turning 9, and I have 2 granddaughters. And I'm sure I probably talked about them on this channel. You probably seen Mia, that's my oldest granddaughter, in a video. And this thing came apart anyway. But anyway, we're gonna work with it, okay? Indy is 3. Yep, my baby's 3. And then Mia is turning 9, okay? And so we're gonna stick this on here. We're gonna try to pick up the rest of our, I guess I could have used some transfer tape to do this. That would have been easier, but of course I did not. So this made it harder to do. But nevertheless, you stick it on the top of the box like that. Take this one off, this last piece, and stick it on the top of the box. Okay, and like I said, you see how the color is rubbing off on this? So I don't really like this that much, because I don't like the way the color is rubbing off. But you get the gist of what's going on. So I don't like that. I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna put the white one on here. Okay, the white one that I cut out with vinyl. And I am definitely gonna use transfer tape for this one. So hold on, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, family, so I've weeded out my Nike sign, and now I am going to, and I've used my transfer tape to pick it up, so now I'm going to put it on the box. Okay, like that. I'm just going to use my finger instead of getting a scraper since it's so small, and then I am just going to put it on the box. And you see how that one came out so much nicer than the one I printed. And I do believe it's the paper that I used. It's that, so I would suggest using a paper or a sticker paper that where it's not going to, where the ink is not going to run, okay? Or smear and all that. But this is how the box, look at that. That's so cute. I'm so excited about how this turned out. Baby, you can fill this with some goodies for a birthday party, you know, your next event, whatever you got going on. So, that's it. So if you like this kind of content, if you like this video. Please hit like, share. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, and also hit that notifications bell so you know anytime I post a video. And so until the next time, y'all be blessed.